us to the next one, which is Pharos with Adarsh. Welcome back in, Adarsh.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. Let me just try this. Perfect. Okay. Hi, everyone. Good evening. My name is Adarsh, and I'm an alumni member of Yada Business School, Barcelona. Upon completion of my master's, I had the ability to join one of the fastest growing startups in logistics in Catalonia. After being an intern for 1 year, I was appointed as the CFO of the startup. Our story is quite incredible. With over 50 years of combined experience, Nathan Iberia was able to achieve 18 million euros of revenue in the first 3 years of operation. The industry Nathan Iberia functions in is called the freight forwarding industry. Freight forwarders act as intermediaries in the field of logistics, which basically means they help in connecting load providers. Load providers could be a manufacturing company with truck providers. It is key to note how fragmented the industry is. The industry has over 600,000 companies in the field of logistics in Europe alone. We believed that there were four major problems in the industry as freight forwarders. Over 65% of the data collected was not being used. Over 30% of the tasks which could easily be automated are not. Over 40% of the invoicing takes over 90 days to be collected. And the maturity of the market does not allow companies who are small and medium-sized to scale up successfully. We also believe that the solution to such problems is available within a transport management system, also known as the TMS. The TMS market is currently valued at 730 million euros and is expected to grow at 11.5% for the coming 5 years. We believe that the way to capture this industry is by digitalization and by being early movers in green operations. We believe that our movement can help in consolidating a very fragmented industry. The market currently has over 135 solutions available, which are very different from one another. However, it is key to note that the solutions available do not cater to the requirements of a freight forwarder. And hence, here lies another golden opportunity by focusing on the middleman who can generate a lot of value. Pharos TMS is our solution to all the problems. The TMS is a comprehensive solution which helps the freight forwarder scale up as an intermediary by linking them successfully with other members of the supply chain. We do so by providing them three major tools: load boards, financial accuracy, and data integrity. Load boards. Load boards are tools used by operational intermediaries to match loads with trucks. However, it's hard to understand how impactful a good load board can be, and hence I present to you the example of Nathan Iberia. In February 2021, Nathan Iberia developed an alpha version of a load board with the help of one software developer and two logistic intermediaries. The implementation of it was seen. The result of the implementation of this was seen in March 2021. After the first full month of implementation, the company saw increases in revenue of over 85% and also an increase in productivity of over 40% per employee. Imagine how powerful would a tool which could do this with the ability of connecting a freight forwarder with multiple load boards help freight forwarders scale up within a very competitive industry. We also think it's also important to think that in an industry which is tainted by so many problems in payments with over 90 days to receive 40% of your invoicing, it is key to have a robust system of cash flow management. And this is why we in Pharos are developing a system to cater to the needs of a freight forwarder by helping in tracking a very financially accurate, optimized cash flow management system. By providing a robust system, we also ensure that companies can scale up successfully, and also by ensuring that they know what lies ahead of them. Going back to my case study of Nathan Iberia, after the growth of 85% was seen in revenues, the company saw how difficult it is to collect payments without a robust system. And this is why we are developing it with not only with experience, but also with some professionals in the industry who agree with us that this is a huge problem. Hence, we also provide a complete risk analysis by providing a balanced a balanced scorecard of each and every company in our system. We also believe in ensuring integrity of data and hence complying with in the eyes of law. Sorry. We believe that we are much more than a TMS. Our pitch for sustainability primarily lies in the form of intermodal solutions. Intermodality is a system wherein truck operators can drop off the goods at railway stations. Railway stations can take them off to the closest point of destination and then switch them back onto the road. This helps in contributing to multiple problems. For instance, the driver shortage in Europe has caused the industry to find many alternatives to this, and such alternatives can prove very, very handy by ensuring that the drivers could be optimally used, and also this could significantly decrease the CO2 footprint of multiple companies. We also believe in providing GLEC accredited CO2 emission trackers, which allows companies to be fast movers in the field of compliance in a TMS. Our value proposition is to connect every link in the supply chain, to guide and lead companies into the future, and to forecast and spot market shifts before they happen. Our mission is to guide and empower freight forwarders to operate and grow efficiently. Our MVP is in the stage of deployment in January 2022. With all the experience we had with the alpha version of the load board and the following months, we have a team ready developing the technology as we speak. We're looking for 200,000 euros of investment for 15% of equity, and our pre-seed round is closing in the first quarter of 2022. We currently have five companies looking forward to adopt our solutions in the month of January, and we're also open to the idea of convertibles. Thank you so much, and I will be happy to answer any of your questions.
When I understand it right, you want to go to companies like say, we will organize your transport, we have the trucks. How will you get these trucks? We have the problem in Europe now that we can't grow because we don't have the transport systems because we have no drivers. The problem is not we can buy trucks, but we don't have the drivers, and we have a situation in the last year that we find solutions to optimize the transport, but the problem is we have no trucks.
I agree with you. That problem caters a lot to the field of logistics than to only a freight forwarding company. And to explain that better, I'm going to go back up a few slides. To speak about intermodality.
Yes, but why I will go to you? Do you have the equipment, or you do have companies contracts,
Oh, yes.
or you only have the platform?
Pharos is a TMS. Pharos is a platform.
A platform, yes, but then there have to come trucks in the platform.
Yes.
Because when I say, okay, tomorrow I have 100 transports of champagne from Barcelona to Zurich, how can you manage this?
Well, for that we have our other company, Nathan Iberia, which was able to scale up.
We can't do this.
We scaled up from 1 million to about 5 million revenues in 1 year. And we believe that a system like this can help manage and optimize timings to help people connect truck drivers. If not, truck drivers end up driving a lot of empty lanes, which is not optimal, and we believe in optimizing all resources in a market which is so scarce in terms of labor for trucks. And as much as I agree with you that truck drivers is a huge problem, as we speak, there are advanced systems being developed. And for instance, if we are able to optimize truck driving times, by that I mean if a truck driver has to only drop off goods at the nearest railway station, even if there is a turnover, you can ensure that you get truck drivers on a shorter contractual basis.
And when you say, okay, you want to say that the normal payment is 90 days.
Yes.
And how will you manage that? The thing today is to get trucks, I have to pay fast. Because then the drivers and the trucks comes to me and on to other, I pay less, but I pay fast. I get the invoice, the next day they have the money. But when you want to do that, the big companies like Aldi, they pay you after 90 days. When you want to pay the driver faster, how will you make the value? How will you make the financial about this?
Okay. So this your question is more in line with how companies should be dealing with the cash flow system. First thing is having traceability, because having traceability is something systems don't currently offer. And on the other hand, when it comes to operations, it is very important for companies to have a mix of customers in their system. Because if you go to Aldi and Aldi pays you in 90 days, you're going to have a problem in paying out. But if you have Aldi paying you in 90 days, but on the other hand, you have someone else paying you in less than 30 days, you end up balancing the cash flow. And this is how the operational mix should be. For instance, if you go to multiple logistical freight forwarding companies, they might have the option to provide you with quick pay for certain loads if you're willing to take a discount on your margins at the end. And this is how this is how the dashboard for finances is going to be designed in a way that you don't have to be a professional in finance to understand if or not you should take up the discount.
When I understand, then in the future, I don't pay the truck, I pay you, and you pay them. So the money runs over you. Is it insured? Do I have any guarantee that they get the money? And did I have any guarantee if you have a truck and he brings my products to the client gets the products?
I would like to re-explain that part. As a TMS, the transport management system helps in tracking the payments. The transport management system does not pay the carrier. The payment of the carrier is done by the user of the TMS, and the tool which is being used is to guide a freight forwarder or a logistical intermediary in the future to ensure that the payments happen on time. The payments will be held by the party, conducted by the party, and this is how we believe in empowering logistical operators to grow.
The revenues that you showed in your presentation, are they revenues from freight forwarding or from actual transport services? Or where do they come from?
These are revenues from freight forwarding services, but these are not commissions. These are actual revenues, as in freight forwarders buy the entire load and sell it like it's theirs without it being a commission-based model. I hope that answers your question.
And the freight forwarding business altogether, isn't that jeopardized by platforms which actually broker the services without the person being involved?
I would like to answer your question regarding that. There are many platforms.
And maybe you can reiterate, say the question again so that everyone can hear it.
Sorry.
No, it's it's fine.
The question was about how the freight forwarding industry was not going to be able to grow because of the availability of multiple platforms which does the job on their behalf. And to answer your question, we currently work with multiple platforms. And many of these platforms reach out to us asking us for help because they cannot sell any of this. And I know that they have done a good job in marketing and providing their resources, but when they come back to us, we know the reality. And we're not allowed to share the names of these companies, and I'm not going to be able to do that, but this is how the industry functions, unfortunately.
And what you're building on for the future is revenues not from freight forwarding, but from selling your software to other freight forwarders, or what's
exactly. Pharos TMS is a fully commercializable transport management system which will be based on subscriptions only. This is not related to Nathanik Iberia in terms of operations. However, Pharos TMS benefits from the whole ideation that Nathanik Iberia is testing a fully operatable product for a freight forwarder before it goes to the stage of commercialization, and hence gaining revenues in the form of subscriptions in the future. Thank you.